Alright, so what I'm going to show you in this video is a little bit of metal fabrication on a smoker that I've been working on that my parents gave me quite some time back. Birds were using it as a toilet, so they're quite disgusted and they just gave it to me. I cleaned it up and been remodeling it for a few years or so, maybe longer. This is one of the things that I'm doing. This here is a lid, a hinge for the lid, and I built this myself. It used to be on an old project smoker that I was building that didn't turn out because the tank was too far gone. It was been sitting out for about 30 years roughly, give or take, and it was too far gone. So I cut off the hinge and redid the hinge, which was not easy. I had to cut every single weld and grind it all down and reshape for the lid here and remodel this here. This goes to the back part of the smoker, and had to redo it all. And so I got that part done, and I'll show you the smoker here real soon and what I'm doing. And also this here is going to be for the underside of the smoker where you store your wood, and I'll probably use about from here down, probably not this wire or not this bar. I'll save that bar for another part of the smoker, but from here down, and I'll use a piece of pipe going across on the back side of the smoker. But this whole part here, minus those standoffs, will be a rack for the wood. The top part will be replacing the wood that I put on many years ago that was in much better shape, but has kind of, well, the weather here kind of messed it up a bit. So I'll be using this part here to replace the wood, which I'll show you also in a minute. And it'll look brand new once it's all done. So let me show you that smoker. And here's the smoker. The hinge is just sitting on it. It's not welded yet. But that's how it'll sit. It's real close to this gauge here, but if you look there, there is a gap and enough room. This one here is fine. These here are the lava lock gauges. They need to be cleaned up. They do. I'll be sanding this down and welding it together. I will weld, tack weld. I know my hands are dirty. This thing is so dirty. I'll be tack welding here, here. Same thing on the other side. Tack weld here, 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 but I won't do it like that. I'll tack here, tack here, then come over here and tack here, and then tack here, and then down here the same. Actually, I'll probably cross actually here, 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 there, 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 and then I'll do the same here, 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 there, there, yeah, and then tack there, and there, there, and there. Once I do that and everything's cool, then I'll do a little bit more tack, little bit more, and I'll just repeat the process, but in just a little bit more, you know. until it's all welded up. Once that is all welded up with these here locked, they'll stay locked, and the hinge will still be on. Oh my God, that thing is so dirty. Oh, I'm so sorry. Once that is all on there, that will be good to go. The smokestack, which I modified with actual deer antler handle. So you just turn it like that. Let me show you. There we go. Sorry. I will take this all off. I will close this off here, and I'm going to make a piece that comes out here. So I will cut a hole here, and I will build a piece that comes out kind of triangular shaped with the smokestack at the end of that triangle coming up, because this one here is really short, but it'll come up about let's say 3 feet, roughly about 3 feet, you know, from here up 3 feet with the smokestack. Probably, well, get an idea with my hand here, I would use a soda can. This here is, you could fit a soda, no, you wouldn't be able to fit a soda can in there. Never mind. But it's pretty thin. So the one I'll use will be almost twice as round as that is. I haven't measured the inches on it, so I don't know. But I will be using similar to the same setup here with the little lock piece here. So when you turn it, it locks right there. See that? I'll be using something like that. And I will definitely be using this. This here will be on it. Absolutely. Then that will be done. As far as a lock system, I will design a piece that will make it so that this here will not go like bloop over. It will have a much wider opening, so I will probably maybe put a counterweight on it. It will not need this piece. This was the stopper. It will not need that. I will put a stopper, probably counterweighted or something, maybe. Same thing with this. This here will, I'll probably redo the hinge at sometime. But I do want to make the piece that comes out and down, kind of like a, almost like a cooker thing. You normally would put logs up on here, you know, to help dry them out, you know, get them ready to put into the smoker. And when those go in, logs from underneath come out and they go up on top, and it's just a repeat process, round and round and round. I did redo this. I redid a lot of this. I redid all, boy, there's all kinds of crap on this. Sorry for my language. Anyhow, this here opens. You open it up. I do have my fire starter for coals or whatever you're going to use in there to start it. I do have these here, which are starter. They're like little square starter pieces. Anyhow, aside from that, I put a lip on here, and I did put this here, which is heat resistant, you know, which is, you know, a huge plus. I put this here on here. Now normally they're boy, there's spider webs galore on there. Wow. Normally they're much further apart, but seeing how I figured, well, I can do it any way I want, and I can make it so I could adjust this basically, I could have it open like that. I can have it open just a little bit more, or a little bit more, or a little bit more. It just depends, you know, on how I want to have it. Or I can have it completely closed, and I can use this one. Oh boy, that's really tight. Clearly, I haven't used it in a while. I'll have to clean that. But when I go to start to use this here will be fully functional and completely ready to go. Very nicely done. And you know what? I'm going to open this for you guys. Yeah, I haven't opened this in a while. You know, try not to lose that. Okay, let me take off the hinge so I can do this, so I can show you that. Okay. Let me move that right there. Okay. So I have some chunks right here. This is hickory. Some decent sized chunks. Right. And over here, all of that is apricot. You know, I have it in big pieces like that right now. It came off our apricot tree. We have this massive. Let me show you. Let me zoom up on it. See that tree there? That big, huge tree? That's all apricot. Yeah, big property. And that came off of it. We had to trim it because it was way out of control. And that came off of it. A lot of it was dead. A lot of it was live. You know, so once I found out, hey, that's apricot, you know, I could use that in the smoker. I was like, they're going to throw it all away, go to the dump. I was like, give. So, got this here. As you can see down here, right below those bolts, nuts, bolts, you can see where I welded in a plate. Right? I didn't want a whole bunch of heat pouring in here. I mean, that is a huge hole. So I closed off about half of it. So I won't have a ton of, this is a small smoker. This is like a mini smoker, right? It's not that big. You don't need a massive hole like that, or you're going to burn up your meat super quick. It's going to get way too hot way too quick. So I closed off half of it. Then I was like, well, there's only one rack. What if I wanted to use another rack? So I made a holder to hold another rack. So you can see where I welded those tabs in. Now, you can't slide it. It's not a slider, although I would like to do that. All I'd have to do is weld on another pin here, another pin there, and then use angle iron right up on that, cut this down to fit right in it, and then weld a metal piece of flat stock on the side of the rack, and then I can slide it in and out. But if I do that, I would also have to do it to this here too, which would raise this up a little bit. And I was like, you know what? This ain't a giant smoker. This thing is really small. But, you know, I think having it like this, you know, is perfectly fine. So I left it like that. Because, I mean, it's so easy to get to whatever you're trying to get to, your meats and whatever. I do want to put baffle plates in here. They'd only be about 3 inches wide. Because, well, you know, baffle plates for a decent, you know, normal size smoker probably be what, 6 inches wide? You know, roughly about, you know, 6 inches wide. And they'd sit on a on an angle iron, you know, that goes all the way across so you can slide them. I figured the first one probably a 6-incher, all the rest 3-inchers. That way I can slide them and adjust. You know, it's basically tuning plates, I guess is what you call them. Some people like them, some people don't. However, the way I'm looking at it, they're not using a mini smoker. I mean, look at my arm compared to this smoker. Elbow to fingertips, okay? So, yeah, it's small, but it's really nice. You know, I mean, look, that's a small bag, you know. The bag is the size of a grocery bag, a normal grocery bag. Look, yeah. So, I'm having fun with this. It really gives me something to do, which would explain why it's taking me so long to finish it. You know, which also doesn't explain why it's taking me so long to finish it. Anyhow, that locks down so nice. It needs to be cleaned though and oiled properly. This one here also locks down. I will be designing a tool, a small tool that I will hook on here that will pull it. All right, that way, because I will be taking these off more than likely because they will get hot and probably melt. I don't want that all over the place, you know, and burning myself and whatnot. So I will be designing a tool specifically for that. I also will be designing a different handle because this one here is wood. Now, it won't burn. That one will. And it's, look at that. That's just, it's flaking off. That's how bad it is. It's just flaking off. You know, that needs to be replaced. I'll be replacing it with a piece of metal that comes out and basically here, about here, right past that, it'll come out here and a bar that comes across. That way I can open it easily. It'll probably curve up, handle going across. I want to keep it away from the cooker, as well as over here. I want to keep it away from the firebox, so it'll come out and go across. Just open it. Won't be too hot, I hope. If it does get hot, I'll redesign it and go with something else. Simple as that. So there we go. Wanted to show you guys my project that I've been working on, and recently just started working on again. So I just wanted to show you, and the smokestack is crooked. There we go. Like it matters, I'm going to be changing that out anyhow. So there we go, guys. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I'll be talking to you guys really soon.